Hello and welcome to my NPL Week 1 game. I'm doing this really quickly because I don't actually have any time to do this. Unfortunately, I've been without internet the last several days, and this is actually going up this is being recorded about an hour before I put this up. But I also don't have time to do a team builder segment because I don't actually have this team anymore, so I can only approximate and mostly guess, in all honesty, because I don't have this team and it's been a while since we played. But in total, the Tapu Koko was mostly special attacking based, just like regular T-Bolt, U-Turn, Hidden Power Ice, and Dazzling Gleam because it works well versus his team. U-Turn was just from momentum. Salamence was Weakness Policy DD with Fire Blast. In case he brought HP Ice on his Celesteela. Sneasel was a Pursuit Trapper with because of his potential to bring a Gothitelle. Jesus. Sizzle was just SD. No, it wasn't actually SD in this matchup. It was Defog with Bullet Punch, U-Turn, and Roost. The Nidoking has my rocks, and it was either Sash or it was a Resist Berry. No, it might not have been Sash, it might have just been regular Life Orb, I can't honestly remember. And the Slowking was a Psych Up set to try and beat Celesteela and the Suicune. I'm very sorry about the unprofessionalism of this. This will be fixed for later NPL uploads. It's just that literally, as I was coming home to do this game and like record this game, because I'd already done this game obviously, my internet just went out and hasn't come back until literally pretty much you're watching this video. So let's just get into the game. I led off with my Nidoking because Nidoking has a generally decent matchup. You can set up rocks versus Lando T, versus the Suicune, versus the Celesteela, and versus the Hariyama without much problem. Yes, he does lead off with Hariyama and goes straight for the Fake Out. That tells me he is, tells me a move he's got in his Hariyama. I wasn't anticipating Fake Out at all. He goes for the EQ, and I was Shuckerberry. My bad. It was a Resist Berry. It was Shuckerberry. And I just go for Earth Power just to gauge the damage on the Nidoking, see how much it does, and go from there. And from that damage, he looks to be max HP with Assault Vest, and that's good information for me just to have. I go into my Sizzle just thinking, okay, and here we can just U-turn, scout out, see if he has the Fire Punch, and also just take advantage of his switch into likely the Celesteela, as he does go into the Celesteela, which is pretty good for me, because I do have my Tapu Koko. He's guaranteed in range of a T-Bolt here, I think, because he does reveal the leftovers instead of a Resist Berry, as he goes into Piloswine here. This was pretty much anticipated. I just go for a U-turn, and I've got most of the momentum right now. I go into Sneasel just so that I can SD, as he presumably sets up the rocks, and here I can just knock off and fire off attacks, just do as much as I can. This was actually a roll in terms of this Earthquake killing me. He got the roll, but I'm fine with that. It was a roll in his favor. It was something like 75%. But here I just go into Scizor just to threaten a Defog, and I do Defog. Despite my Rock Setter being dead, I feel like my way of winning right now is going to be the Weakness Policy Salamence, and I'm aiming to try and get that Salamence to win. I go into my Slowking here because it's just my default switch into this Celesteela. He's back at full, which is annoying, admittedly, but that was mostly just to scout, see if he has the Flamethrower, as he goes for a double Leech Seed there. Very smart on his part, because there was nothing that Slowking could really do to threaten me. I go for a U-turn here, just again scout, see if he's got the Flamethrower or Fire Blast, and he goes for another Leech Seed because Sizzle isn't threatening to Celesteela at all. And here I just choose to, I believe I just go for a Scald here, as he goes into the Suicune just to, I do not actually go for a Scald there, I go Harden to make a Scizor again, scouting for Toxic. As he goes for the Scald, I do not get burnt, so I can U-turn on out of there. Into my Tapu Koko. I didn't mind if I got burnt to that stage because realistically Sizzle's just a fill him on at the moment. It's not really much that it's actually doing. He goes for the Protect here as I just go for the T-Bolt. I did actually anticipate this set coming. I did think that Protect sub was pretty likely, as here he goes into his Lando T as I just choose to go for my Dazzling Gleam. And out of fear he might be a Yachi Berry set or something, and because Dazzling Gleam does the same amount of damage as a Yachi HPS would anyway, I go for Dazzling Gleam. He was Yachi, I'm pretty sure. Not actually at the time to check with him. But Dazzling Gleam is a pretty solid to KO as he goes into his Hariyama here, and I hard switch into my Scizor trying to just get up these rocks as he goes for a Fire Punch and just killed me. And that was unfortunate. Yeah, here I go into Tapu Koko thinking, okay, he got me last time, this time I'll just kill him with a Dazzling Gleam. I go for it, and he actually does 43%, which was just very wisely calced on his part. It pops my Shocker Berry, and that's just really unfortunate. So, yeah, that's not the best for me. He goes into Hydreigon, and because he lived, he doesn't need to pop my Sugar Berry, so Earth Power just kills me, which is a shame because Tapu Koko was looking really good against his last ones. I know that this is Scarf, so I can try and DD on up and see if we can potentially maybe get something going with Fire Blast, maybe crits or burns or something. As no, that's doing nothing, and he's just going to Leech Seed or Heavy Slam. Actually, my bad. I thought he might just go for a Leech Seed there in my postcom now. As a go for another Fire Blast, as Heavy Slam will just guarantee to kill me. And then it's Slowking versus the world, and Slowking versus Celesteela plus Suicune plus a Dark type isn't exactly likely, especially when my Slowking does not have Calm Mind. It is Psych Up as opposed to Calm Mind. So Leech Seed just goes off, I reveal the Psych Up here, copy the +1 in Spadef, but it does not matter at this stage, and as a result this game is over. I'll just, he wins 4-0, so that's unfortunate for my first week of the NPL this season. I am very sorry that this has not been as good as I thought that it as I hoped it was going to be. Did I say Shed Shell Sneasel at the start? Oh dear. I brought something Shed Shell. I brought Slowking Shed Shell to go into Sneasel. My bad. Dear, that's bad. Sneasel was obviously SD as it revealed in the battle, but literally this is pretty much a last minute job so that I can actually get this up on time. It's not even going to be up on time. But yeah, I promise that the future videos will actually be decent videos. But very well done to Gypsy. Check him out down below. He is the consecutive 2-time champion of the NPL, and it was pretty much the hardest battle that we could possibly face this season, and we got that out of the way week 1. So he just always has a way of getting in my head. Most other players, like I can try and get into their head and I have decent success with it, but Gypsy just has a way of getting into mine instead. So I hope you guys enjoyed this pretty rough and unpolished commentary and stuff, but yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.